Hey Lacrosse fans, welcome to another presentation of Arizona Girls Lacrosse, brought to you by South Mountain Lacrosse. Apologies ahead of time for what will be a rebroadcast. We're here in Scottsdale, Arizona at Pinnacle High School. The Pioneers hosting Notre Dame Prep Saints. Just the third game of the season for Pinnacle, just the second game for Notre Dame. Both teams just completing stick checks, making their way out of the field. Official Warner Orr and Devin Martin on the field tonight. Pioneers come in 1-1 so far on the season. Had an overtime win early with Corona del Sol, the Aztecs getting the win away there, and then went on the road again to play Chandler, the reigning state champs. Weren't able to get a win there, but this will be the first home game of the season for Pinnacle. Little schedule swap. This game was originally scheduled to be played at Notre Dame, but the venue wasn't available, so a quick change of venue, and we'll have the Pinnacle Pioneers hosting the home game here tonight. This first draw going to McKenna Camacho, number 12, for Notre Dame. But mishandling the pass, picked up by Pinnacle. Zoe Robbins had it for a moment. Yeah, and a very windy night here at Pinnacle. And Saints starting to settle into the offense, and pass is looking much smoother here early on in the first quarter. This ball heading towards the restraining line. You see there on the 30-yard line. Only allowed to have 7 field players over, so players caught there at the restraining line can put their sticks over, but not their bodies. And Sophia de Bonaventura looking for that inside crease roll, but defended and pressured out. I believe Callie Downing, number 21, flex player, flexing up here for Pinnacle tonight. So de Bonaventura gets a free position shot out on the hanging hash, comes in. Sidearm shot, hits the outside of the net. This one picked up. Rena Torella in the cage for Pinnacle tonight. Hannah Gallen out on the injury reserve tonight, so Torella going to be doing the goaltending duties this evening for Pinnacle. Zoe Robbins picks this one up, moves across midfield. And a nice play by the Saints coming in. Sabrina Mertz with a nice cause turnover takeaway. This shot backed up by the Saints. Still looking for a first goal tonight. 9:20 on the clock here in the first. Saints controlling the majority of possession. Talking with head coach Sydney Anderson before the game, that was the first point she emphasized, was maintaining possession. Now heading back the other direction for the Pioneers, but their Saints getting it right back. Number 16, the nice pick coming in, looking for the shot, and a great save by Torella. Clears it back out. Gretchen Yuski in, roll it shot. And goal for number 15, Maddie Hunt. Gets the first one tonight. A great assist there from Yuski, taking it down. As the home team takes the lead, head coach Jack Wynn, new coach here for Pinnacle. One of the points of emphasis for Pinnacle tonight is team offense and playing together, and you saw it right there on the fast break with Yuski to Hunt. Gretchen Yuski, Sophia de Bonaventura, both on the draw here. This draw's up. They're going to say de Bonaventura. I believe this is going to Pinnacle. Yep, there we go. So de Bonaventura called for an empty stick check there, battling for the ball against Yuski. Myers coming in for a tough ride, gets the check, forces the ball out, and now a 50-50 opportunity. Claire Myers gets the cause turnover, possession back for the Saints. Myers works down the far sideline. Passes inside to Mertz, and good ball movement from the Saints. Saints set up a play, driving inside. Good slide here by Pinnacle, forcing the ball back out. The whistle. It's a 3-second call by the official. That'll go against Pinnacle. So 3 seconds again when defender's sitting inside the 8-meter, not marked up for 3 seconds or more. But a missed pass opportunity for Pioneers, and they get possession back. Conti passes up to Yuski. Yuski trying to feed it up. Was looking for Michaela DeLong, but pass doesn't connect, and Saints take it back. The battle for the ball off the clear. It's awarded to the Saints. So they transition over. Pair of 12s. Audrey Stouffer for Pinnacle. McKenna Camacho for the Saints. Now Camacho gets the free position shot from the center hash on the 8-meter. Finds the left side, and we're tied up 1-1 with 5 minutes to play. And they seem to have forgotten to stop the clock on the goal here, continuing to run. Looks like the officials finally have him stop it at 4:30. Lost about 30 seconds there. Early entry being called against Pinnacle. So either player on the restraining line or possibly on the circle moved early and crossed over. So possession awarded to the Saints, but they've got a pass here, going to head out of bounds. So lucky break for Pinnacle as they get the ball back. Now Matty Hunt in transition. Bringing it across, Myers on the ride. Hunt with a little swim maneuver back there. Brings it across, and Pinnacle's going to settle it out. Over to Robbins. With a beautiful backdrop here at Pinnacle High School in Scottsdale, Arizona. Cool windy evening. Temperature in the high 60s currently. This ground ball picked up by the Saints. In what's been a close one so far. Robbins comes up on the ride and draws a whistle. So they'll send Robbins behind. Looks like McKenna Camacho going to get things going again for the Saints. Odene tries to drive inside. Nice slide in from Pinnacle. Pass from Odene knocked down. Being pressured by Taylor Leakey. Number 50 for Pinnacle coming in, forcing that. And this shot sneaks in as the Saints take the lead. Off the stick of Odene. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the first. Saints up 2-1. Draw sails up. Charlize Terrell with the draw win for Notre Dame. This pass going towards the sideline, but might stay in play and stops just short of both the sideline and the restraining line. There's Camacho passing back to Odene. Saints starting to work the ball around. They bring it to X, to Bonaventura. Working the roll dodges, coming inside. That shot, great stop by Rain Torella in the cage. Whistle here on the near sideline. Michaela DeLong works it back towards the midfield and brings it across. Nice job switching hands. Always important for players to learn to go left and right just for that reason, to protect the stick as they drive inside and get a whistle. This one looks like it's going to be a yellow card for a check to the head. That one goes against Odene. First yellow of the night. 40 seconds to play. Free position opportunity. Madeline Severs. Maddie Clark in the cage as goalie for the Saints. Severs comes in with the left hand, high to low, saved by Clark, and still no possession on the rebound here. Saints get the GB. And about 20 seconds to try to work it upfield as they pass it back to Clark. Stouffer gets possession back. 10 seconds to work. See if Pioneers can get a shot off. They pass up. Pass doesn't connect. Battle for the ground ball behind the cage as the clock hits 0. And no signs of the wind letting up here at Pinnacle High School, and that'll do it for the first 12 minutes. So we'll have a 2-minute intermission. First quarter, you have to give the time of possession award over to Notre Dame. They've controlled the ball for most of the first quarter, which again, head coach Sydney Anderson, that was one of her key focus points tonight, was maintaining possession and winning on the draw, and it seems they've been able to do both of those. New assistant coach over for the Saints this season, Morgan Whitaker. Over on the Pinnacle side, also new coaching staff there. Jack Wynn is the head coach and Jen Peters for assistant. Was talking about the importance of defensive communication and slides, and we've certainly seen some good slides from Pinnacle so far, slowing down the Saints. To be a misdraw here potentially, or it might be a carryover from that yellow card. And a quick look inside and shot and goal for Pinnacle, taking advantage, catching that Saints defense off guard. A little missed pass there. They're able to tie it up off the stick of Maddie Severs. So quick goal early here in the second quarter for Pinnacle. In just 40 seconds, able to take advantage of that draw possession. Nice snag by Hunt off the circle. Pinnacle coming in, draws a shooting space. Dakota gets set up for the 8-meter shot. First inside hash. Dakota fires a bullet. Bounces off the lower right side. Possession stays with Pinnacle. Pass going towards the sideline. They fight to keep it in bounds, but not able to do so, so it turns over to the Saints. Aubrey Choubet passes in. That pass contested, taken away, driving inside. Doesn't have the shot, makes the smart call. Looks like she's going to pull it back, but gets the whistle on the cross check. On the hanging cash. Clark defending. Coda drives in. Quick slide in from the Saints. Pinnacle back to work. Passes inside Dakota over to Yuski. Nice feed inside from Yuski. Along with the nice hand switch, but not able to get the shot off. But able to keep possession. Smart play. Clark almost had the save, but wasn't quite able to get it. And Pinnacle takes the lead back 3-2 with 8:36 on the clock. Severs with a great left-handed shot. Hits that bottom right of the cage, and Clark got a stick on it, but ball takes a bounce in Pinnacle's favor. Second goal of the night for Maddie Severs. So 2 lead changes so far in this match, what's been relatively low scoring. Again, both teams still finding their feet this season. Just game 3 and first home game for Pinnacle, just the second game of the season for the Saints. So Myers comes across the restraining line. But official going to bring this one back. Myers gets the restart going for the Saints. Going to bring it back to X. Looks for the feed back to Bonaventura. Gets a shot. That one broken up. Here's Ada McGay. Starting things back for the Saints. You see some pressure here as Hayden Sambow comes across apply some pressure on Myers. A yellow card here. Looked like there might have been a warning from the official for mouth guard. The players can get a green card for keeping their mouth, for not keeping their mouth guard in, excuse me. Sambal passes this over. Now Pinnacle with the player up advantage, but this ball goes out of bounds. Pioneers work at the player up advantage. Claire Myers serving that 2-minute yellow card. Second yellow on the night. For Notre Dame, Pinnacle driving in is Hunt. Excuse me, Stouffer. This ball bounces back. Saints on the rebound. Picked up by Pinnacle, heading back the other direction. Olivia Besoy. Severs works around, looking for the angle, doesn't have it, but draws the whistle. Yellow card. Might have been a check to the neck. That one against number 20, Jillian Mahmood, defender for the Saints. Pinnacle with two player up advantage here. Off the whistle, ball goes out the end line. Backed up by Pinnacle, brought back in by Gretchen Yuski. Again, Pinnacle working with the 2-player advantage here and got the ground ball. Saints able to get possession. This is huge. If they can hold possession, try to run out this penalty clock, get back to even strength as they come up the near sidelines. Stouffer comes in, able to make the turn and force the pass, and now a chance for Pinnacle to get possession back. Still battling here in the midfield for the ground ball. And on the empty stick check, possession gets awarded to Pinnacle. Stouffer over the backside. This pass heads towards the sideline, out of bounds. It looks like the first yellow card's been released. So Saints with possession now. Pinnacle gets it back, but now just a 1-player advantage for Pinnacle. As Sambal passes over. Looks like offsetting fouls is going to be called by the official. We're going to go to alternate possession. Officials looking over to the sideline there from the table to get the first alternate possession. They're going to talk this one over. Mahmood still in the box for Notre Dame. Looks like possession is going to stay with Notre Dame off what I believe was an AP. Yuski coming in, makes a play, gets possession back for Pinnacle. Comes inside looking to shoot, and she's got the top left corner. Shot and goal for Gretchen Yuski. And after some back and forth, Pinnacle able to take advantage of that player up opportunity and take a 2-goal lead. Biggest lead so far of the evening. Also of note, Saints now at 3 yellow cards, so any additional yellow cards this game will put the Saints in a permanent player down situation. Notre Dame, Yuski on the draw. Yuski comes up with this one. In a little bit of trouble, finds an escape, passes up, hits Hunt. Pinnacle gets into a settled attack. Looks like 3 seconds being called again by Ref Orr. So we have 12-meter free position. And a nice look from Yuski to Hunt, making the connection again tonight. As Hunt gets on the board, 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Pinnacle now with a 3-goal lead. Second goal on the night for Hunt. High draw, heads towards the restraining line. That one picked up by Mahmoud. Looking to transition down the far sideline. The nice pass upfield. Knocked down. Mahmoud with the recovery. Passes back to Myers. Driving inside and whistle off the shot. Goal won't count due to the shooting space call. This will be Sarlise Terrell on the 8-meter shot. Rain Torella in the cage defending. Another whistle before the shot. They say it's concurrent. Goal counts. Charlize Terrell gets on the board. Junior midfielder for the Saints. Closes the gap to 2. Just over a minute to play here in the first. Trurella able to get the draw win off the goal, get some momentum back for Notre Dame coming in. Feed inside, broken up, picked up by Myers. Myers coming in, has the ball checked out. First yellow on the night for Pinnacle goes to Olivia Besoy. And Myers gets the opportunity for the free position. That shot open up as Trurella, always the goalie's worst nightmare, trying to avoid the own goal. You'll see the goalies are trained there, put their sticks down, try to stop the ball, make sure they've got it secured and they know where it's located. Now Trurella going to clear this out. As the Saints come around, check the ball out. Trurella coming back into the goal circle. Goalies can only stay in the circle for 10 seconds and they have to come out until they're played. Clock hits 0 as Trurella decides to hold the ball inside the goal circle. That'll do it here for the first half at Pinnacle High School. Pioneers hosting the Saints. Pinnacle on top 5-3. We'll take a 7-minute halftime. We'll be back and see you on the other side. to Pinnacle High School here in Scottsdale, Arizona for the second half. The Pinnacle Pioneers hosting the Notre Dame Prep Saints. After a couple lead changes, Pioneers currently on top 5-3. And just before the end of the half, Livia is still over there serving a yellow card penalty, so we will start the second half with the Saints having the player up advantage. Whistle on the draw, early entry of both teams, so they'll have another AP on this. Possession this time goes to Pinnacle. Take that back. Goes to the Saints. They get to work quickly over on their attacking third as Claire Myers passes back. Give it go. Odenay, great look. Closing the gap to one. With the player up advantage. Shot and goal there for number 16 for the Saints. Elise Odenay. Her second of the night for the senior midfielder. Notre Dame. Quick pass upfield. They've got a great look. Pass just a little high as Conti comes in. Gets the GB for Pinnacle. Working across. Going to take it herself as she runs across the midfield. Loses the ball at the restraining line. Check is whistled. Severs gets pressured out by Parents. Driving through is Stouffer. Gets the whistle and the 8-meter shot from the center hash. Maddie Clark in the cage defending. Stouffer takes a low shot. Puts Pinnacle back up by 2. Into Bonaventura on the draw. False start onto Bonaventura. Possession gets awarded over to Yuski. Yuski bringing it in quick. She dodges through traffic and draws the whistle. side. Able to get it past Clark and put Pinnacle up by 3. That'll be a hat trick for Maddie Hunt. High draw, pulled in by Yuski. Gets it up to DeLong. Able to work around Mahmoud and over to Roberts. Good pressure from the Saints defense. Yuski for the inside look. And there's the Yuski Hunt connection again. And with 9 minutes on the clock, the momentum entirely on the side of Pinnacle. As they take a 4-goal lead. Situation like that, the official notices jewelry. It's a safety issue, not allowed per the rules book. They'll send the player off field. And a great roll and shot by Severs. Or sorry, excuse me, Stouffer. Again, this time against Pinnacle and awarded to Notre Dame. Myers coming in on the fast break and she's got it. Great drive and a shot goal. With the much needed momentum shift for the Saints. And you saw the sticks dip just a little bit there. False start this time called against Notre Dame. Pinnacle with it. DeLong has possession, but in trouble, passes away. A great defensive play by Charlize Terrell to break this one up. Creates an opportunity for her team to get the GP possession back, and that's exactly what they do. Picked up by Ava Clark, number 4. Knocked down. Hunt gets a high stick, knocks the ball down as she hits the deck on the far sideline. Great defensive posturing by both teams here as they fight for possession. Maddie Hunt on the restart for Pinnacle. Brooke Davis behind. Robbins fires a bullet from outside. This one out the back end line. Madeline Severs backs it up. Take it back. It's going to actually be backed up by Clark. So Clark steps back into play. Passes up. Hits Ava Clark. I believe her sister. Don't quote me on that, but we've got another ground ball battle here in the midfield. Foul against Notre Dame, possession awarded to Pinnacle. Severs struggling with the reception, picks it up, looks to drive, but a great defensive response as the Saints crash in. See a little contact here. Aubrey Shuey on to Hunt, and now Robbins feeds it back to Stouffer. You have to give the Saints defense a lot of credit here, getting the right body positioning and making things difficult for the Pioneers. Come inside, Hunt takes a hit, and that one draws a whistle. Check, Hunt passes back to Robbins. And over to DeLong. Pinnacle continuing with the ball movement, good ball control here, but not finding a weakness in the Saints defense as they come inside. You see a check there, and the Saints finally force the error. Clark going to get this inside the goal circle. The goal circle violation called against Claire Severs, 13. And really a great defensive stand there by Notre Dame. The ball just stays inside the boundary line. Nice recovery for the Saints as they keep possession, but this pass knocked down, picked up Claire Myers for the GB, coming across the restraining line. And looks like we're going to get a yellow card. Potentially check to the head. Let's see. Maybe no card on this. No card, but they do bring Myers back to the 12 meter. Ventura was looking for the rocket to the top shelf, just a little high over the crossbar. But Saints keep possession. Odene back up to Camacho coming in. Camacho fires one and she's got it. Number 2 on the night. This game's still well within reach for the Saints, looking for their first win this season. Placement, a little hop, finding the right side of the cage. That's Pinnacle able to keep pace with Notre Dame goal for goal here in the third quarter. Some one-handed cradling. Looks to feed inside to Camacho. Clock winds down to just under 2 minutes here in the third. For what could be a key possession for Notre Dame, Ventura comes around, gets the shooting space call. The Fort Lewis College commit gets the 8-meter and a chance to close the gap for the Saints. Decides to sidearm. That one going out the end zone. The player closest to the ball as it goes out of bounds gets possession for their team. And Ada McGay in the right position for the Saints to keep possession this time. She takes a stick in the back, draws a whistle. And they'll set her up on the penalty dot behind the cage. As Hayden Sambow goes behind. Has to go back 4 meters, about 13 feet. Nice look inside to Bonaventura. Not quite able to handle the cradle. This one picked up and recovered. And a big recovery and stop for the Pioneers as they transition back. Audrey Stouffer brings it across the far side and clears over to the attacking third, over to Yuski. Little give and go from Hunt and Yuski. Connection that's been working well tonight so far, but this one broken up, recovered by Pinnacle. A great look inside. Yuski over to Madeline Severs. As Severs gets a hat trick, putting Pinnacle up 11-6 as they extend the lead with 2 seconds left here in the third quarter. To a close. We'll take a 2-minute intermission. We'll be back for the final 12 minutes here at Pinnacle High School. Pioneers up 11-6. stage is set here for the final 12 minutes at Pinnacle High School. The home team, Pinnacle Pioneers, in control 11-6, but don't count the Saints out just yet. They've shown that they can score quickly. And 4 different goal scorers so far tonight for the Saints. And same thing on this Pinnacle side. So both teams with a lot of offensive weapons here in this fourth quarter. And false start again. Charlize Terrell, false starts this time. And possession awarded to Yuski. Challenge for the players here, of course. Cold night, a lot of wind out here on the field. Once the official removes their hands from the sticks, when they're setting up the draw, the players cannot move their sticks. They have to keep them perfectly still. And if either player moves early, they'll get called for the false start. We got a whistle here. Another foul here inside the 8-meter. This one draws a yellow. That's going against Odene, which will be her second yellow of the night, so she will not be able to return for the remainder of this game. That'll also be the 4th yellow card for the Saints, which means Pinnacle will now be in a player-up advantage for the remainder of this game. As Hunt comes in, this one looks like Clark was able to get a stick on it. Brooke Nicole passes in on transition for Notre Dame. Empty stick check in the midfield called against the Saints. As Yuski gets things going again for Pinnacle. And a nice pass upfield. Finds Audrey Stouffer, bringing it around. Loses the cradle as she comes in, but we get another whistle. Looks like 3 seconds being called. By the official. As the ball goes back to Stouffer, they clear the shooting lane. Look for the slide in here from Camacho. Try to break up this shot. As Stouffer's trying to work in from the hanging hash. Yuski spins, doesn't like it. Looks for the second attempt, and it pays off as she stings the top right corner. And just great lax IQ here by Gretchen Yuski as she turns, doesn't like what she sees. Pulls it back. Works the angle and finds the better shot and gets the goal. Putting Pinnacle up 12-6 here in the 4th as Yuski gets a hat trick. Battle for the draw, picked up by Myers. Again, showing her one-handed cradling technique. She brings it across through straining line. Now Notre Dame having to work with that player down disadvantage, but a nice inside roll by Myers brings it through. Almost had the shot. Bonaventura working against the double team and a whistle here. As they move to Bonaventura to the penalty dot. Officials signaled for the clock to stop. They're going to talk this one over. I'm not sure what's going on here. Looks like the teams are having a little fun with each other. Always good to see. Keeping it light, keeping it fun, that's what it's about. These players are out here playing hard, having a great time in Arizona Girls Lacrosse. And now time to get serious as play resumes off the whistle. Look inside, and a great look and a shot and goal by Sophia de Bonaventura. Attacker gets her first goal on the evening. Assist coming from number 2, Ada McKay. Freshman attacker for Notre Dame. Draw for Pinnacle, Audrey Stouffer. And Yuski comes off the circle for a nice high grab. Official brings Yuski back, but Pinnacle keeps possession. And on the restart, Yuski looking to feed over to Hunt. Ball down. Clark going to pick this one up inside the goal circle. The whistle play resumes. Clark passing up. This one intercepted. Ava Kozakowski. Kozakowski comes around looking for the crease roll. Shot wide, but this one picked up by Caitlin Coda. On the rebound, keeps possession for Pinnacle. Another 3-second call by official Warner Orr. Little inside tip for all the AGLA teams out there. If you got ref Orr on your game, watch the 3 seconds. in a shot and goal for Maddie Severs. Puts Pinnacle up 13-7. 7.5 minutes to go here at the end of the fourth quarter. Cover call. Stouffer fighting the triple team, trying to get out of trouble, has to bring it back. Able to find safety in Zoe Robbins, who's able to clear it over. Dakota passes back to Yuski, has a good inside look and great shot, but saved by Clark. Dakota gets the rebound. Pinnacle in for the second attempt. Here's Severs, loses the ball. Coming in, left-handed shot. Clark with back-to-back saves and a chance to clear it out for the Saints. Passes up. A great look. It's Terrell. Charlize Terrell on the restart. So off the whistle, turnover, back to Pinnacle. Yuski kicks in the afterburners, brings it across the near sideline. But Myers able to make a nice move in on the ride to slow down Yuski, forces the pass, and now Coda brings it across. Trying the shot. Got some Pinnacle fans over here, might be from the boys lacrosse team, cheering on the Pinnacle girls here. Here's Ava Kozakowski. Little pop pass over to Coda. Coda trying to bring it in herself. Loses the ball, picked up by Clark. Nice snag, passes back. This one intercepted. Coming in, switches left. Clark makes the stop. I believe that was DeLong on the interception of the clear. Clark passing way upfield this time. This one out on purple, so it's going to be Pinnacle ball. And a horn coming from the sideline. Probably a timeout being called. I presume by Pinnacle, as it would have to be the team with possession. So with 4.5 on the clock, we'll take a short break. Back in position here. Again, you can see the camaraderie between the two teams. Friendly matchup. Great to see the sportsmanship from both sides. So like a check in the sphere. Picked up. You see the speed here by both Myers and Zoe Robbins to keep pace for their stride for stride. And we've got a green-yellow. So an escalating call means the officials are seeing something. Usually it starts with a green card and a warning. It'll escalate to a green-yellow, and if they see it again, it'll go to a full yellow card. So green-yellow will not count as a card against the player in the game, but again, does mean that there's potential that this could go to a yellow card if the official sees again whatever they saw there. Oh, a nice trail check by Charlize Terrell on Yuski. Fighting hard here till the end for the Saints, looking to get possession of the ball. Still battling for this GB as it comes across. Saints almost had it. Hunt picks it up. Illegal check called on the Saints. So Pinnacle with the ball. Michaela DeLong gets it over to Coda. Got a whistle there, yellow card. Looks like that one went against number 20, Mahmoud. So her second yellow of the game as well. Mahmoud will also not be able to return to the game, and this will put the Saints at a 2-player down scenario for the remaining 3 minutes. With that, Stouffer comes in, has the stick deflected on the shot. Pinnacle keeps possession. You see Yuski communicating to Hunt. They definitely have a great two-man game going as Yuski comes in and does it herself this time, unassisted. Number 4 on the night for Gretchen Yuski.
And after 2, they can't come back in, right?
Right. Battle here for the draw as the game winds down. Oh, a collision in the midfield. Hopefully we're okay. Let's see here. Both players hitting the deck. Pair of 12s again. That's Audrey Stouffer for Pinnacle. McKenna Camacho for Notre Dame. Stays down. Looks to be hurt. She's getting back up. Looks like she's going to limp off. But nursing that left leg. Is McKenna Camacho. Definitely a tough loss for the Saints. The junior midfielder heads off, had 2 goals in the game tonight. After the injury, they get play restarted. Audrey Stouffer passing up, finds Yuski. And that pass busted up in traffic. Battle behind the net for the GB. As Brooke Nickel is able to get this one for the Saints. But as she's pressured, feeds it back to Clark. You see the goalie being pressured there, forcing the pass, and another ground ball. This one picked up by Brooke Davis. As Hunt comes in on the ride to slow her down. Davis passes up past the double team. Gets it over to Terrell. Terrell coming in. And Terrell gets the shooting space call, and she'll get a free position shot. Already has one on the night. As the officials come together. So it might have been an offsides potentially on Notre Dame. Again, they are permanent 2-player down with 5 yellow cards, so possession gets turned over to Pinnacle. They've got the self-start battle here. Claire Myers continuing to fight to the end. Gets the cause turnover. Coming in. Drives and shoots, but this one's saved by Torella. With under a minute to play, Yuski switching left, passes up in transition. Finds Stouffer. Of course, Pinnacle can now just hold the ball. Some contact there after the whistle. As Audrey Stouffer gets set up on the second inside hash. Stouffer comes in, hits that top left corner, putting one more on the board for Pinnacle. That'll be a hat trick for Stouffer. 4 players on the Pinnacle side with hat tricks tonight. Possession awarded to the Saints on the draw. Claire Myers. Nice pass. And Torella with a great save. Had the one-on-one. Last line of defense. Clock hits 0. As Pinnacle gets the home opener win here tonight in Scottsdale, they'll advance to 2-1. 15 goals. 4 for Gretchen Yuski, 4 for Maddie Hunt, 4 for Maddie Severs, and 3 for Audrey Stouffer to give Pinnacle the win here this evening. Meanwhile, Notre Dame will fall to 0-2, but a great effort. McKenna Camacho, hopefully she's okay. Went down on that collision at the end. Had a pair of goals as well as Elise Odene. Also goals for Claire Myers, Sophia de Bonaventura, and Charlize Terrell to round it out for the Saints tonight. Teams come together to click sticks. And your final tonight, 15-7 with the win to Pinnacle Pioneers. Congratulations. This is Chris Ross with South Mountain Lacrosse. Thanks again for joining us. If you'd like to see some NCAA Division II action, you could turn into South Mountain Sports here Friday. We'll be bringing you the UCCS Mountain Lions taking on Fort Lewis College Skyhawks. We've got AGLA players playing on both teams, so be sure to tune in for that over on South Mountain Sports. And thanks again for tuning in tonight. This is Chris Ross, South Mountain Lacrosse, and we'll see you in the next one.